Hello, Terrence Lamont. We are Valuable Media. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, just what exactly am I afraid of? Have you ever wondered why things don't flow through you? Why it seems like sometimes things are happening to you? Well, with the advent of the thinking process of human consciousness, there came into being the different levels. So we have different levels of mental activity, different levels of general states of consciousness. So what is it that causes fear? Well, it would be the movement within the consciousness where there is a space that is unknown to the ego and to the conscious mind. So that working operation that is physical, brand new, a baby or even an adult becomes scared because of the unknown, because of things that they can't see through. So that I've ever been in that position, or if it's one that's happening after I've recorded it and I've passed it around and whatever I'm going to do with it. It's about content. It's about understanding that what I'm doing is not for me and it's not for people to watch right now. It's for the person who needs it to touch their heart. It's the person who needs to understand what the atheist and the Trump supporter and the Bodhisatva have in common whenever they need to know that information, not immediately, always, only now. This is not the Super Bowl, right? There's not a lot of people who are betting on this, and commercials and things like that aren't happening, and people I need to catch all their eyes right now immediately. So it's again about my understanding that I'm building about love, about what is love and how does love move through my life, and how do I interact with the understanding of building and through understanding love, building myself, building a connection, building a relationship with love and with myself. A deeper relationship with love and with myself. So it's a 3-minute rant. What is this video about? It's about those three entities, those three creations, those three personalities, the atheist, the Trump supporter, and the Bodhisattva. So these things, you may know what they are, you may have some understanding about them, but you don't know that they're all the same thing, maybe. They're all the same person. They have been the same person, they will be the same person, and there is no separation between them. And so if a person was an atheist, then they could be a Trump supporter. They probably couldn't be a bodhisattva. A Trump supporter is not going to be a bodhisattva, and a bodhisattva is definitely not going to be an atheist. So these three things are very diverse, and they still have something in common, and that is that any man, woman, or child could be a creation that has taken on these personalities, that has become these things. And so me knowing about myself is the reason why I can say that, and me knowing that there's a universality, reality, experience that we have as consciousness, as conscious beings, as humans on this earth right now. What we have done, and we have come from different places. We have come from different star systems. We have arrived here in these bodies, not for 30, 40, 20, or 10, or 5 years, but for centuries, for a very, very long time. And science is starting to reveal this for those of us who already know. It's a totally different experience. Those of us who already are aware, we don't need science to validate what we understand. Instead, we use science to continue to share and birth more realities on this planet right now for people to understand and to create avenues of consciousness and conditions so that other people can move into this understanding that we have. And where did my understanding come from? It came from my experiences. It came from me believing. It came from truth. It came from me knowing what believing and knowing and what truth actually is. And my divine birthright, it birthed this reality a long time ago, as it did for you. And I connected with that. And at some point in my life, I made enough different kinds of decisions to open up this awareness for me right now so that I could feel free to be able to make a video and to talk about this with you or with anybody. So I appreciate you coming and stopping by for We Are Valuable Media's video. And the purpose of the video, again, is to connect you with the reality that there is something that is beyond the physical that connects these three entities. It's like a chain, on a chain, chain gang, basically. They go together. You may not understand how they go together. You may not know how they became locked together, but they are, and they have been for centuries. A Trump supporter is a kind of a new thing, so to speak, but an atheist and a Bodhisatva have both been around for centuries. So the understanding of how could they be connected is real, because you and I have lived many different lifetimes, and we don't have to all be those same things. As I said, they're all three diverse, and you probably are never going to be all three of them at once. What you will be, though, is one at a time, and you could be two probably, but not all three. So what I'm saying is that there's a truth in the connecting link, because you and I have lived many lifetimes. So that you could have been a Trump supporter, you actually could have been a Bodhisattva, and you actually probably were all three, including an atheist at one point in your existence, in your centuries. Because yes, this physical body breaks down. It does not last. It used to. There was a way in which it was built that it did last, but I think that there wasn't enough. I'm not really sure what there wasn't enough of, but there was a reason why it had to be shortened. And there's always a reason, right? There's always a purpose. There's always a connecting point, and thought is cause. And the development of a whole race, a whole consciousness, a whole conscious being, a whole reality of existence of star beings is what we are and what we carry with us. And so as we carry that with us, we are able to birth new, as I said earlier, realities. And so this is a new reality. I'm birthing a new condition of existence by making this live video, and I'm going to continue to do this. And I appreciate anybody who watches. And like I said, you don't have to watch it live. You don't have to like it live. It's all good. You don't have to leave a comment. I would love it if you did. What I would really like to see is comments and shares and likes and subscriptions, because that shows me that what we're doing on our channel is helping people. People care about it. People want to see more. People want to connect with us. And so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the love and support that comes from being connected. And that's the position that I find myself in. So is it a holy mission in my heart and my mind? Yes. Is it a holy mission as you would expect there to be, as the Christian mindset states? No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a whole experience. So if you were desiring to understand how and why and where you are connected, then there is a that I am a student within and a teacher. It's called School of Metaphysics. You can go to som.org and you can research intuitive reports. And on there, on this website, there will be an opportunity for you to purchase an intuitive report. An intuitive report is a akashic record reading. It's a real reading. It's something that is designed for your greater expansion of your own consciousness and to elevate who you are and what you are able to bring to this reality. And so we all are on a mission together to rise and create more and more avenues of reality that connects us with our Creator and helps us to understand who we really are, and not in a very general sense, but in a completely concrete, truthful reality, like what is real and whole and absolute. So I'm hoping that you are ready for it and that you will go to som.org. I'll put a link in the description, and you will go and you will find out what is the possibility that I was an atheist and that now I'm a Trump supporter, and that I could also have been or will be a Bodhisattva. And perhaps you don't even know what that is, and that'll be another mission that you can go on. So I'm loving this opportunity to connect with you and to just pass on to you knowledge, wisdom, beauty, peace, love, engagement, elevation. That's what I feel, and that's what I've been through today, and that's my heart song right now. So I hope that you are able to connect with your true reality and make decisions that make your life more enjoyable, easier, more expansive, and that you feel more connected to the reality of who you are and what you're doing here. So, this is Terrence Lamont again with WAVm Media, and I want you to continue to have a fantastic day, and I also want you to exist more than I want you to breathe. Thanks for watching. I'm not 100% sure how to stop this. Sure, you want to stop streaming. I don't want to stop streaming. I want to save it, and I want to